Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 18th of May. First off guys, look, thanks for being on my channel. I really appreciate your beautiful feedback. You guys comment all the time. Takes me a couple of days sometimes to get back to your comments, as we know if YouTube gives them to me. So please feel free, anybody new here. We've got a lot of new subscribers that have joined my channel as well, guys. We've got a community here of like-minded people who pretty much see the world through the same lens. The truth lens, we kind of call it here. We don't get a lot of the truth on mainstream media, etc. Do we, guys? I haven't got any admin really today, guys. I think there was something happening in France. I don't know. There's bits and pieces going on all over the world. We know there is. I think we're all still recovering from the Chucky portrait, which was quite horrifying, I have to say. And we know there's a lot going on globally. There's a lot of people waking up, starting to see the truth of all the BS and garbage that's being fed to everybody. First off, I just wanted to mention actually quickly, don't forget to, guys, like buttons, and please consider subscribing. It'd be really great to have you here. Winter Moon. We talk about songs all the time. Clanger Basher, you gave us a good song the other day. You guys often tip good music as well. Music's a very big part of our frequency vibration, isn't it, guys? I don't know why sometimes we just get the music, it just drops in, so I just share it with you. Winter Moon, you gave me a song and I went and played it this morning, and I think it'd be really good if a lot of you listen to this song, because I do believe it's an interesting song. Just the wording, it's by Lighthouse Family. And it's called Lifted. Lighthouse Family had another famous song too. I can't remember what it was. But the song's called Lifted. Look it up on YouTube, guys, or Spotify, whatever you've got. And there's some really great words in it. And I think it is significant, Winter Moon. It's got some of the lines are like lifted from the shadows, peace that we have found, like above in the blue sky. We don't have to say anything too loud. So I want you to go listen to that song today because I think it's very significant to where we're currently at. We don't have to say a lot because people are waking up. We have to, zip our lips a little bit and just allow things to happen and unfold. But we have found peace in the chaos. And when you go through your awakening and you, come out of the darkness, etc., you do come out of the shadows. And it's almost like we don't hide anymore. As conspiracy theorists, things we've been labelled with, we don't hide anymore. We just live our best life, don't we, guys? We choose to live our best life. It's all a choice. Cheers, everyone. So thank you, Winter Moon. And thank you, everyone, for all your great contributions to my channel. Like I said, I like to sit and read your comments. It's very interesting. I think we all know we've still got the plasticine protests going on globally. Yes, separate and divide. Can you imagine how you'd feel if you were Jewish? Like, seriously, who would have thought after the German event many years ago that we would be here going through this nonsense again? But anyway, all right, how about we get straight into the reading, guys? I brought some cards along. Let's see what comes up. Saturday morning here, guys. Saturday. Oh, it's freezing. It's really windy. It's horrible outside. Windy, cold and bleak in Oz. All right, let's get going. Yeah, I'll keep getting it. I keep getting Trudeau's passing things off. He's ticking everything off. He's ticking all his boxes. He's wanting to get things through. He's a speedy Gonzales. Let's get this. Let's get this. Let's get this. He's wanting this done. And you got to admit, he's been trying to do this since the Ottawa protests. He's been trying to pass a lot through his parliament. And now he's like speeding up the process. That's what I'm getting for Trudeau. Oh, but of course, oh yes, not incorporating the little people in any decisions at all, as per usual, because it's Trudeau's way or the highway. So poor old China, you're getting stomped on at the moment. Big time. And it's showing me it's not with ballet slippers, little gentle ballet slippers, it's with these big like work boots covered in mud. Thud, thud. Trudeau's just stomping on everybody. That's what I'm getting. Oh, sorry guys. Fluffy in my eye. When I start wearing jumpers, I get all the fluff. All right. Still getting England's rising. You have to. You're going to rise in the UK. It's inevitable. Well, we know there's that much going on. It's inevitable that you would have to rise. You're getting in your power. You're getting in your strength. You're getting prepared. It feels to me like people are honouring their their flag, like they're honouring their heritage. This is what I'm getting in UK. People are going back to that grassroots fight for your country. I'm just getting it, guys. I am. And there's strength in numbers. So I do feel you're going to fight in the UK. I just keep getting it. I keep seeing it. People don't want, I know you've got huge plasticine protests, etc. And people don't want it. Because what that does to people, and we know it would, it triggers off the immigration issues. Even though some of those people have probably lived there all their life, whatever, but their ties are still with those countries. So this triggers off in people, well, how's immigration going to be a great idea if we've got people already here standing up, bringing all their garbage, like I always say, across to our country. So this is going to trigger off the immigration issues in UK in the citizens that are already living there. Because none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. Why are they looking after immigrants, giving them phones, giving them accommodation, nice accommodation too, by the sounds of it, etc., etc. Why? See, this is it's a massive cloud, like a ginormic cloud with the big word in it, why, over everybody's head in UK. Why? Why is this? Probably not you guys watching my channel. I'm thinking you don't even need to ask the question why, because we already know why. So they can just destroy us all, squash us all, and take us down to nothing. But a lot of the people waking up are still asking the question why. See, they're going to have to do their research, guys, because they're going to have to figure out why is this happening. And not only happening in UK, but happening in China and happening in Australia and happening in America and happening everywhere. There's huge immigration issues, boat people coming in. It's an absolute laugh. Thanks, guys, for letting me know where the English channel was as well. You have got a boat people issue between France and UK, England, because, as we know, Macaroni ain't letting any old immigrants in while he's got the games coming. We knew that. So border, tight boat border. So, yeah, immigration. It's a big trigger. Plasticine protests are highlighting to people around the world, well, hang on a minute, this immigration influx that we're all having is not a great idea because, as I say and constantly repeat myself, they bring the volatile energy with them and it triggers off in people. A lot of people grew up in these countries and moved when they were young, and it's still got that volatility and that's been buried, suppressed. The Great Awakening, we know it's here and it's happening. All right. So, fingers, UK stands up. Getting back to. Right. They're showing me like a tape recorder. You know where you'd push the button back in the day when we were all young, most of us here, and you'd press record and it was like a tape player and it would tape your voice or tape what you were saying. Or you get these, when you look at these old crime shows, you see them taping what the crims are, their interrogation interviews and all this. Well, this is what I'm getting for us. We're all, which we already know, we're all being recorded. We're all being recorded. Look at this phone here. They would be getting everything we're doing, saying, all the typed words, same sort of thing. It doesn't matter if it's typed or actually verbally spoken. They're still recording. Everything's getting recorded on the mass computer. We know that it is. So there's a lot of information that's being recorded is what I'm getting. I noticed the old Siri and Alexa home Google devices aren't so popular now that people are waking up to the fact they know everything about you. Don't they, guys? Oh, my God. So I am getting that. Everyone is being recorded, whether it be through iPads, through phones, laptops, all this stuff. We know it's all going to the big, or you could call it the big storage cloud in the sky, basically, which literally they do call it the cloud, don't they? It's not called the cloud for nothing. It's a great big storage. We could call it a grey cloud. There's nothing positive about the cloud, is there? So I'm getting that we're all being recorded, which we already knew anyway, so it's not really any surprise there. But But see, this is the thing, guys, and what the guides are saying. It's all for storage. Like, it's all being stored for a reason, because they can always backtrack, can't they? And see who were the ones speaking out against government? Who were the ones posting stuff on Facebook about anti-V? You know, we won't go down that road because YouTube will censor us. You know, who are the people speaking out against all the government agenda? All this kind of stuff. Who are the troublemakers? Who are the goody two-shoes? Who are the ones that comply? Not hard to work all this out. We know this is happening. We're all being recorded. And, well, I'm guessing. And a word that's coming into my mind right now is the credit scoring system. Like how many brownie points you're earning, of course. So they've still got this brownie points plan about the credit scoring systems. We know that's where it's eventually all going to be heading. So this is why it's all being stored. The BS detectors wouldn't be doing so well on the credit scoring system, I wouldn't think. Although we're very careful with the words we speak and type in, aren't we, guys? But I still feel, because a lot of us were freedom fighters who went to a few of the freedom marches, etc., a couple of years ago, that would all be recorded, and yes, we would have a little asterisk against our name, I dare say, which we don't even care, do we? Because we've become like the David Ikes. We know that we're not on that reality. We've shifted to another reality, so it's not really a major issue for us, is it, guys? And we're happy to stay on the other reality as well. All right. Oh, I'm getting China to still. And Trudeau is transforming China into it's a network of control. It's showing me like the circle in the middle with Trudeau and all these lines coming off it with the ways he's going to control the people. He is. He's a master of manipulation, the guys are saying. He really wants to be a Xi. He really wants to be up there on the world stage. So he's really working the control. I think you would all agree, if you were living over there, he's really working the control of the people now. He's bringing things in and passing these bills that we keep talking about very rapidly, so people aren't expecting them, and then suddenly it's just in. He's sort of, because, it's his way or the highway. And if you think about it, there's never any consequences. Look when he got raked over the coals for the unlawful use of the Emergency Act and all this stuff. Oh, whoop-de-doo, he couldn't care less. What came of it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he knows he's a protected species by the global elites. So he doesn't care. Oh my God, he's so frustrating, isn't he, guys? He just wants that mass control. He's got like a hunger and a thirst for it. It's showing me he's like a blood-sucking vampire, like with the teeth and the blood dripping down. He's like, oh, I need my next feed, like my next blood kill feed. Let's keep going here. He's like what do you call it? A lust-thirsty vampire who's needing to just feed his ego, really. But get the blood. That's what I'm getting for him. He's like a Trudeau the vampire. Oh. He is. He's not a very nice person. He's not a very nice person according to the image of the guides, is he? He is. He'll just do anything to achieve his goals, basically. If that means killing people off, in order to keep empowering himself. See, he doesn't care about small business going under. He doesn't care about people not being able to put their heaters on and how cold does Canada get. He doesn't care about that. It's not relevant. It's about him feeding his ego, getting his blood lust fed. That's what I'm getting. Oh, he's just a sicko, isn't he? He's really sick, that guy, as we know. Imagine what some of the bills are that he's passing. God, don't even go there. We knew this 6 months was going to be weird, but it's going to just get weirder. So watch this space, guys. All right. I'm getting that Elbo's a complete imbecile. He's screwed Australia over big time. I keep getting it. He's done the dirty on Australians. He's traded us off. he has. He's pulled the rug out from underneath the Australian people. Probably not the BS detectors, because we all knew it was coming. But he's really, and he's pulling the wool over people's eyes as well. I told you about that Oz Harvest where people were donating their $300 that they haven't even got from the government yet. Another promise that he's made that still hasn't delivered on, and it's not till next year anyway, go figure, and people are donating it. Like, what is wrong with people? It's not even in their pocket. Oh my God, you can't trust him. So he's duping the little people yet again. Because it's all about Elbow. It's all about him. I keep saying it. The only thing Elbow is focused on is his retirement plans and package. He wants the big house, the quiet street, and just sit back and enjoy his life. He'll be gone soon. He's not. He'll be gone. I'll be flat out if he was here in 6 months' time, Elbow. He's really duped Australians too. Like, it's almost to the point that it's like too late. Like, he's sold so much of Australia off, apparently, and given overseas companies rights in Australia, that people, it's just saying people would be shocked, they'd be mortified. It'd make Australians feel physically sick if they knew half the crap that Elbow's done to them. And it's saying even the Indigenous people, you know, he's always making out, oh, there's a throat, that he's always out to help the Indigenous Aboriginal people. They're saying he's even done the dirty on them with a lot of land projects and things like that. He's destroyed a lot of, he's allowing like mining companies to come in and destroy a lot of the really protected land that the Indigenous, was important to the Indigenous, without them knowing and without their consent, just the usual. So he's done the dirty pretty much on everybody in Australia, Elbow. And he's going to be remembered, this is how I'm getting it, he's going to be remembered as one of the worst prime ministers too. That's how he's going to be remembered. He's going to be remembered as the prime minister that just drove our country into the ground, flushed us down the toilet and sent us broke. That's what I'm getting. Oh, that's sounding nice, isn't it? Oh, Australia's going really well. The giant petri dish experiment, I call this, is just... Anyway, all right, let's keep moving. Getting people in London are standing, guys. I'm just getting visions of it. You're going to have a bit of movement in London soon. Around the square, whatever the square is. Is it Times Square? A bit of movement. People are starting to trickle in. They're starting to stand up. They're starting to protest. I do feel the biggest issue is the immigration issue for you guys over there, because it causes so many other problems. The immigration causes massive problems, because when you have that many immigrants come in, as I keep repeating, with violence, etc., and that energy, it affects everyone. It affects everyone's energy. It turns everybody volatile because it has a big, big impact, and it increases crime. There's more, just volatile situations that erupt, more carjackings, more just everything. Domestic violence is going to be another one. We know that's coming. That's out of control here in Oz. And New Zealand, I keep getting for you guys too. So I am getting that. People, it's a lot about immigration. People are not happy with the immigration issues in London, UK. All right. I'm getting Fiji again. We know Fiji's in big trouble. Panda's trying to take over Fiji like they did Solomon Islands. They want to get their little mitts on whatever's in Fiji. And it's about having control of these islands too. So it gives them like a leg up when it comes to controlling everything, I guess, because that's how Xi Jinping likes to work. I am getting that Fiji's in big trouble now. The hole's getting dug deeper in Fiji. Oh, Fiji's such a beautiful place. Heaps of people go there. They love Fiji, don't they? It's one of those beautiful, relaxing, tranquil islands that people love to have it as a holiday destination. They're all getting ruined. Oh, imagine that. Imagine China coming into your little island and suddenly you're just taken over and you become communism. What an absolute shock. It would be a shock, a terrible shock. And they would come in and slowly create that, because that's how they run. That's how they run. They control the people. So I think Fiji's in a lot of trouble now. Things have gone too far. It's at a tipping point, Fiji. They've allowed Panda in the door, And now panda's starting to take over and control. Oh, so sad, all these things that are happening. Why do people allow, why, I don't understand why the prime ministers of these little islands and these little nations and that allow Xi to even get a foothold. I don't understand. It's obviously all about money, isn't it? God, it's so sad. They don't even consider the people, the people that they're representing. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, let's see if there's one more thing, guys, and then we'll pull some cards. Well, they keep giving me Africa. And I always say that Africa runs fairly independently from... See, I don't see Africa going through a big reset. I just don't see that. Because to me, Africa's got enough troubles of its own. They got a lot of corruption in different parts, Africa. I am getting that. But they keep giving me that song, I pull the reins down in Africa, Africa. The things we never had. I'm getting that. Actually, we need to listen to that song today. I don't know who sings it. There's also another song out of Eyes Wide Shut, is it? With Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, that weird movie. There's a song called Africa. I can't sing it because I don't know it, but some of you might know it. Africa. It's a really good song, actually. I'm just getting Africa. Okay, we're getting Africa. We're getting the gist. Look up that song, though. I don't know who sings it or anything, but it is off that movie. Because I bought the soundtrack. I remember I really liked the music off the soundtrack. And it's got this song, Africa, on the album. I think is that Eyes Wide Shut? Eyes Wide Shut, I think it's called. Very weird movie. Some movies are just so weird. You just go, why did you bother making that? Don't you guys? But the soundtrack was good nonetheless. Okay, so I'm getting something about Africa, but I still see Africa as an independent country because they've got enough turmoil and dramas of their own. They don't just let people come in willy-nilly now and experiment on them and trial on them and change things. They work within their own parameters, I'm getting, for Africa. It's really interesting, guys, isn't it, with this reset, how there's just certain countries that are really, it's being very forced upon. You think of it as definitely America, Australia, Canada, England, New Zealand. It is like a giant experiment a little bit, isn't it, guys? Look, I do try to talk about other countries here in my predictions readings. Like I got Manila the other day and things like that. I get Iceland, I get Norway, I get different places, Europe, but Germany, etc. But these countries are being very forced upon with these things. So that's why they tend to dominate so much. It's interesting, isn't it? It is interesting. You sort of wonder why, don't you? I suppose they're very... I don't know, actually. I don't know. If maybe you guys have got a theory on that, but... Anyway, all right. I'll see if there's something else, then we'll pull some cards. Oh, guys, did you see it? Just come to my mind there. There was a thing with Biden the other day on TV. I'm sure it was Biden. I meant to jot it down and I forgot. And they had Neil Young. You know how we were talking about Neil Young the other day in that song, Rockin' in the Free World? Well, they had him playing it at some Biden dinner thing or something. I was like, oh, that was so weird. It weirded me out because I was like, oh, yeah, free world as if. Like, it just, nothing made sense. It was just very weird. You might have seen it. It was so weird. Anyway, all right, hang on a tick. God, I'm getting this vision of all of us, guys, us awake BS detectors, freedom fighter, rebel, braveheart, mavericks, running forth with our swords, like the braveheart energy. I'm just seeing us charging with our swords. You know, we always have our shield and our sword. It's this image that we get, guys, of William Wallace, was it? Braveheart. Well, Gibson Braveheart. I think I got the name right. I usually forget it. They're just showing us charging forth with our swords pointed forward like we're about to stab somebody. I'm just getting this. But it's not that we're stabbing someone. It's our energy. Our energy is really pushing forward. And it could even be that we're really breaking through into that next part of our journey, because we are going through the apparently spiritual master's degree this year, according to the guides. But we're like breaking through, and I'm getting that song by the Doors, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side. But I'm getting that. We're like, it's like we're just charging forward and nothing's going to stop us. It's like William Wallace, I suppose, when he was probably on his last legs and he just found that energy to just rise up again and just keep charging forward. I'm just getting that image of all of us doing that, guys. The brave hearts. Hang on. Oh, and what the guys are saying, like, we'll always push forward. We're not people who stagnate. We'll have times where we like put our sword down. We often get images of just resting our sword, but we're always people who will always find that strength to push forward. We don't like stagnate and let cobwebs grow on us and all this kind of thing and get all bedraggled. We keep charging forth and reinventing sort of our life and making change. That's why we're getting the sword image of just hold that shield up, because we're always protective, but also we're driving that sword forward and charging forward. Oh, there's this most beautiful bird outside. It's black with a little red belly. I've never seen one. I wonder what it was. I've never seen it. It was just on the fence. Never seen it. It was about this big. It was black with white underbelly and a red belly. I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, and it's got a baby with it on the fence as well. Oh, see, we spot new things every day, guys, don't we? That was so weird. I've never seen that bird the whole time I've lived here. Oh my God, that is so weird. So random. Sorry, guys. You know I get distracted by nature. I know you will understand. Yeah, so we don't stand still. We're always driving forward. That's what I'm getting. Hang on. And that's what the guides are kind of giving me. We beeline for what we want. We beeline for our freedom, our happy place. We just go for it. We don't hold back anymore. We know the life that we choose to live is what the guides are saying. And we just go forward with it. We don't hold back. We don't stagnate. We just keep growing, learning, expanding. That's what we always talk about here, don't we, guys? Hey, I'm going to read you, I'm going to do a little bit of my Be Here Now. I haven't done this for a few weeks. I really love this book. It's so beautiful, isn't it? It's like a Being in the Now book. Oh, have we had this one before? I think we have. I can't remember. Coming home. Look. Arriving at your doorstep. The feeling of coming home, like an embrace, can bring us the most sublime comfort and relief, especially at the end of a big day or long journey. The simple pleasures of home offer themselves to us without pretense or pride. Humbly and familiarly, I can read yours, as a balm for our spirits. At home, where our hearts dwell, where we may be completely ourselves, we can nestle in and gather our thoughts and feelings. We may integrate the events of a day or a lifetime, care for ourselves, each other, our plants, and our pets, and feel ensconced. Oh, they have some big words in here. Ensconced in an atmosphere of our own creation. In the curation and care of our homes, we are wise to remember that we are actively creating sacred spaces, our own little heavens and private sanctuaries. When we respect and nurture our homes, we sense our love reflected back to us by way of deep peace and comfort. As we take care of our outer spaces, each homecoming provides the inner calm and joy we seek. We may already live in our dream home, or we may be in a place that feels temporary. Irrespective of our circumstances, we must love and care for the place we call home right now. We mustn't delay or withhold our love for home. We must dwell in it. Being gracious in the present, we not only begin to make the very best of all that we have, we expedite the realization of our innermost dreams. With reverence and care, our homes become restorative havens for truly peaceful, joyous living. Oh, so us, isn't it, guys? Look at the little house. I love that visual. I've got a cottage, so it is. I love that cottage look. Our home, we always talk about it, is our haven. When you awaken, as sensitives, intuitives, and empaths, and people who absorb other people's feelings and emotions, we really have to make sure we ground ourselves, and most of us use our home. A lot of us use nature as well. That's another area that we do use to ground ourselves. But definitely our homes are our sanctuary. It's our safe place. And we get quite creative in our homes. Like they said, you create a sacred space that reflects back to you the feelings that you like. Like, I've got so many plants, guys. Like, seriously, it's crazy. I've got all sorts of plants. This is one of my favorites. I've got just so many indoor plants. I think I've got like 40. And then I'm a gardener outside too. But see, they bring a lot of life into my house. That's just an example. You guys have got things that nurture you. Some of you are into crystals. We're all into different things. We're not all the same. But they're the things that bring us that life energy. See, we know what works for us as individuals. That's the picture. Believe. The effort you give to yourself and those you love is more than enough. If that is what feels right to you, what you have can be enough. And I also think that's about just appreciating what you do have. See, we live a simple life. That's what happens after the awakening. You don't need tons of stuff. We don't need the biggest four-wheel drive, the best boat, the hugest mansion. We are not like that, guys. That's not who we are. We put more significance on things that have meaning to us, things that mean something to us, that nurture us, that make us feel good inside. We've found that awareness. I'm going to pull you an affirmation card as well, guys. I haven't done these for a while. Oh, my knee's been sore, guys. Oh, I'm having trouble sleeping a bit at the moment. I think just the cold weather coming. It's all swollen again. Oh, I've got a baker's cyst if anyone's new here. I know a lot of us suffer with aches, pains and ailments. In my neck, I'm getting acupuncture on my neck muscles, spasm. We often have little things and little tweaky things in our bodies, don't we, guys? But we get through it. Keep healing yourself. Do the things that work, whether it be massage, acupuncture, whatever works. Learn to relax. Your body is precious as it houses your mind and spirit. Inner peace begins with a relaxed body. There you go. That answers that question, doesn't it? Do whatever you can to relax. Because if you think about it, like, for example, my neck, that's where I carry tension. Obviously, my back muscles get sore and I get tight in the neck and then it spasms. We're all different. We all have different things. But that's why you've got to... I love that. Your body is precious as it houses your mind and spirit. We know that. We're just spirits having the human experience, don't they say, apparently. And what an experience it is. Never boring, guys. Never boring. All right, let's see if there's anything to close with. Oh, I'm getting that song. It's an old song. Love is a many splendid thing. Da, 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 da. All I can think of is it's the start of Grease. You know how they're on the beach and they play that Love is a many splendid thing and then they burst into dun, diddle, 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 dun, 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 that Grease tune. I'm getting that Love is a many splendid thing. When did this music come on? All right, hang on, hold the fort. I'm getting that song by Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? I'm just getting that song, Tina Turner. Hang on. God, I'm getting AC/DC's Back in Black. Is that the song or is that the album? I don't know. Back in Black. Back in Black. How's AC/DC? Oh my God. And then I'm getting also by Pearl Jam's the song Black. I really love this Pearl Jam. I do love Pearl Jam. And I'm getting the song Black. I really love that song. It's one of my favourite Pearl Jam songs, actually. Oh, he's got a pretty incredible voice, that. And then I'm getting another Pearl Jam song. And I think we all know this song, Even Flow. I'm going to leave you with that today. Even flow, but you called my color night. They don't know, they took their miles away. Oh, I'm going to leave you with that today. Even Flow by Pearl Jam. Oh, I love that song. But that's probably about us. Just stay in an even flow, guys. Keep flowing down the river in your kayak. Drop your oars and your paddles and just keep that nice even flow in your life. And do the things that make you feel good and uplifted. And if music is that, I'm guessing it's music as well that we use as a very powerful tool here. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. I'm going to get back to trying to reply to some of your comments today. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Don't forget, subscribe, like buttons. Like I said, please comment. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.